Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the Hot and Healthy-ish podcast with Lauren, Meg, and Janelle. Grab your coffee and come hang out with us for a while as we honestly just pull back the curtain and have mom chats over coffee. In today's episode, we're chatting about everything from those little nudges that feel bigger than a coincidence to dreaming about what's ahead, raising kids in the summertime, limiting screen time, water tables, library cards, and so many just honestly random things that somehow come up over coffee. Thanks for spending part of your morning with us. We hope that you enjoy today's episode. And a quick little note before we head in, the audio today is a little bit more echoey than normal. We're still trying to kind of figure out how to use 3 microphones in one setup. So thanks for bearing with us as we are continuing to improve these things behind the scenes. We're honestly so grateful you're here. Let's get started.
Podcasters, Meg's sister just arrived for a little bit to pick up her daughter, and we were cracking up because we literally just talked about how you go into a store or whatever and you just see Hot and Healthy-ish. She came in and she's like, "Oh yeah, Scarlett's pants. I had to buy them, and I thought of you guys."
Yeah, it was weird. And then what else did she say?
She said, "Oh yeah, Brady's gonna have those in 2 years," and then you were just talking about that. Yes.
It was weird too because we were just talking about her and how she's good organized.
Yeah. Man, I feel like that is a good segue into like a little manifestation story that I've had recently, just a couple of them. Just how you think and you think about something and then all of a sudden like there it is. And I feel like I've always seen just things with our faith of like tell me the desires of your heart, and I will make them come to fruition. And I've made vision boards. You guys know I'm like all kinds of crazy, but I've seen it just work and work and work. So I just keep doing them. But the other day, this is just kind of a silly little story, but I was thinking about this one artist that I've had at Caddy's like a long time ago, thinking, oh, I need to reach out. I need to reach out. And then you just go through the rest of your day. All of a sudden, like I get a call from him and he's like, oh, I was just thinking about you. Like, would you like to have me back? And I'm like, yes. And it just was so wild.
You're like, I was just thinking about you too. Like,
yeah,
what?
I don't know if you guys have things like that.
I do have things like that. I had a client the other day who I've been talking back and forth with on her joining the program and stuff, and I was like, I just have a feeling like she's gonna join and this is gonna be really great. Like she's gonna do the darn thing, I was literally in my kitchen. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to work with her, and I didn't even know if she was gonna say yes yet. And I literally like that thought crossed my mind, and I looked down at my phone, and her name popped up, and her words were, "I'm in."
Wow.
And I was like, that's the stuff you're talking about.
Yes.
Like
I feel like when things are on your mind, sometimes all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Thanks, God. You just like cleared that up for me, or
Yeah.
Yes, crazy.
And I feel like that's how we all got together too, because I just could not get you out of my head, Janelle, originally. And then I even texted you like in the meantime too of like, I feel like we got something is coming for us. Like we were going to create something together. I forget what it even was, but it was because this was supposed to happen, which is fun.
Meg, have you ever heard my story with Taylor Stover and what she mentioned to me that one time?
Okay,
you can tell it again though for the podcasters.
Yeah, so good friend Taylor,
Taylor Made Design.
Taylor Made Design, yeah, she has a wonderful business too. She's killing it. But she told me way back in 2022 or something. Like it was like a year after Jayla was born, still living in Michigan. She's a very faithful, prayerful person, like really listens to God's urges and things like that, like really admire her for that. And she said, like, I have this feeling that Meg, she doesn't even really know you.
Yeah,
right?
Knows of me.
Oh, it's of you. Right. And the same thing with, Lauren, Taylor, Taylor too. She's like, I don't even know why, like the 3 of you plus me, like something here needs to happen. I feel like we all need to get together. Like we need to drive to Michigan, or like I just have this pull, like there's something there.
Yeah.
And it was just like at that time, like we weren't even affiliated in business yet. Like all of it. I mean, and then to think a couple years later, this like that fulfillment sort of happened where we're doing something awesome together, and you can't tell me that's just not God, like nudges.
And sometimes God puts like other people in the middle of it to like nudge you.
Yes.
It's not always us 3 in that situation. It was Taylor that told you and then put that on your heart and stuff.
So like by the time I reached out to you, you were like, yes, actually.
Like there was already something in my mind that said, wait, yeah, Taylor mentioned this. Like something's gonna happen here. It's just very cool. Things like that just make you feel so at peace with just anything that's going on in your life. It's wow, like this is all part of,
Yeah.
God's vision.
It's
just
turned into a big blessing. So
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, maybe another story too. I was telling you guys because I see such a big future for us, and like there's just so many possibilities, and I'm just over the moon that we've even been able to like consistently put out like 11 to 12 episodes of this now.
Yeah.
Because I would love to, like, if we're consistent enough to be able to work with brands or get picked up by somebody, it's just the possibilities are endless. So that's kind of how the way I always create things is like, oh, I'll put it out there and we'll just see what happens.
Yes.
I love that.
I admire that a lot.
I feel like what am I trying to say? Motto? Is that the right word? Motto?
Yeah.
Motto, yeah.
Yeah, just do it and see what happens.
Just do
I'm
it.
kind of living like that right now.
Yes.
What's the worst that can happen? What are you gonna lose,
Right?
So,
yeah, because
Go for it.
I mean, even with your book, Meg, there's people that think about it and then they just get discouraged and they don't do it, but you actually did it, and that's vulnerable, and
Yeah.
but it's led to probably some really good connections, and it's not even like in the hands of people yet.
Yeah. It's wild. I can totally see how people give up because it is definitely not easy, especially if you're writing a vulnerable story.
Yeah.
That brings up a lot of triggers and stuff. But yeah,
Oh,
if you're thinking about doing it, you should do it.
Yeah.
But take your time. Don't rush through it. It definitely is a process. So,
yes.
but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember even just like to bring myself back in business a little bit, I would just have such joy creating like the food recipe videos. And after a while I could tell Lee was like, I'm literally constantly eating cold food because I'm waiting on you to finish this thing. And I told him, just wait, this will probably pay off someday. And his turning point where he became a supporter was I had a company send me over $200 worth of meat for free. And he was like, keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
And since then there's like all kinds of cooking utensils and things like that. And we just had Sargento cheese send us a box. So maybe I should give you guys that real quick.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd be great.
Let's do it.
Here's our box we got from Sargento.
I love
Ready
cheese.
to win.
This was one of those things where I just had Blake in the reel and she interrupted and was like, I think Charlie wants some cheese. So I cut to them eating this string cheese, tagged Sargento, and they sent us this box.
No way.
I know. Look at the box.
Sargento's box. They're adorable. Look at the color.
I know.
It's crunch time.
Yes. Reveal those
it.
colors. All right. This Scream
Nice.
Janelle.
No way.
It's kind of
Is this a recipe book?
It's
have a good day.
Priority planner.
What?
There is a thing to charge your phone, and then this is we have a bag.
Okay. I didn't know cheese cannot be refrigerated.
I refrigerated it before I came.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, how long has this cheese been out?
Yeah, hopefully it needs refrigerated.
You could
So
use
yeah.
this at the pool.
Yeah, take it. Seriously. So yeah, thank you, Sargento. Who likes buffalo or
You
smoky
do.
barbecue?
Don't
I don't.
You like buffalo?
I do. Yeah, this is
Sour cream
mine.
and
I'm
chives.
spicy.
Yum. I'll
And
take this
then
one.
what is this one? Just cheese, Colby Jack natural. It looks like there's barbecue.
Oh, that
I'm
would
sorry.
be good for me.
Yeah, I don't want it to
Oh
make
my
you nauseous
gosh.
if you open it, Janelle. But it
I'm
looks
not-
No, actually, my
fantastic.
stomach is
Eating it.
growling.
Okay.
I was telling the girls
Yay.
before I
Good.
came here, I'm like, I'm gonna be. Oh, I said on the podcast. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be getting food on my way home. So wow,
Go
Lauren
there.
and Sargento, thank you.
These are pretty good.
It's crunch time.
Brady is a cheese
I love how
lover.
these are so small.
Yeah, tiny little things of cheese already
I
pre-cut
learned
for kids.
Riverside.
This will be perfect to bring to like the pool or anything with
Yeah.
kids this summer, which I feel like is another topic we want to talk about because the other day I texted you guys because there was two things that I would always tell myself that I would never want to be. A booger mom
Wait, you didn't describe what a booger mom is.
Like your kid just is constantly crusty and there's boogers.
That's what
and
they look like when they get home from the babysitter.
yes, but
They always have crusties.
They are so good at just maneuvering. I can never get it, and I'm like, you're either just gonna cry or I'll just let you be booger baby or whatever. So yeah, I am working on that. And then the other thing that I did not want to be is a moldy water table mom. And mine was getting kind of dirty. I'm like, I know I need to clean this out, but how do I do it? So yeah, texted you guys.
Susie to the rescue.
Yes.
My mom was like, tell her to start with the magic eraser and scrub, scrub, scrub. Dump the water out every day, which Janelle and I are like, well, that's where we went wrong.
Mhm.
Not doing that. My sister, on the other hand, who was just here a second ago, buys a new one every year because hers gets moldy, which I'm not planning on doing. So I just am going to try to really dump the water out. Maybe not
Such
every
an
day.
inconvenient
And
thing.
then wipe it down.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to have one
Especially if
too.
you
And
well water.
the way it gets like mildewy in there,
Yes.
I
And the
hate
toys get like
that.
the little, the
But the
residue on
kids
it.
love it.
slimy. Ugh.
They do love
We
it.
have a whole setup right now. We have our Menards big plastic pool.
Oh.
You know, like the
Mhm.
big blue ones, and they have pink ones. So we have that, and then the slide, and then the water table.
Oh.
And that's been a
And
hit.
they just run.
Yes.
I want to get like a sprinkler or something for Blake's birthday. I think that would be fun.
Yes.
My kids do like the sprinkler.
Do you want to
Mhm.
hear what I'm getting Brady for her birthday?
Yes.
Her birthday's not till the end of August, but we're getting her a fish.
Oh. I thought you were gonna
She's
have
gonna
this
love that.
big contraption. It's a fish.
A fish. She's been
Aw.
asking and asking for a fish.
Oh.
She wants a Nemo or a Dory, but then you have to have salt water, and that's just too much. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get her like a beta fish or something.
Oh my gosh, which is so funny. In school, did you guys ever have to write like a letter to convince for something? Mine was to get a fish.
To your parents?
Yeah, I think it was like third grade
I
or
love that.
something
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh. I think Kyle's parents had him do something like that, but
Oh.
never like yeah, that's hilarious.
Ryan got me a beta fish once.
Dwayne.
That one, that was a
Was that
different
the one?
No.
Okay.
Ryan got me one as a gift, and I killed it. I overfed it.
Yeah.
And then we got one in college and named
Yes.
him Dwayne. Our
Yeah.
first freshman
That's
year.
our-
But did
Dwayne
Dwayne
the
die?
fish.
He did, didn't he?
I think
I feel like
but
we had to flush him down the
he lived
toilet.
a nice life.
He does.
My Jayla got a fish from Poultry Days last year, and his name was Bucky.
Oh.
And she knew his name was Bucky right away. And I don't know, I tried to kill it.
Tried to kill it?
Well, I was like, not like, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this fish. I bought her a fish bowl. I'm like, whatever, we'll do it. It didn't live very long, thankfully.
What is it from Poultry Days?
What'd you
Do you
say?
feel like when you get them from like a festival, they're
No.
probably, I don't know.
They don't do as well.
I don't know. I'm not a
I
fish
mean,
person,
I don't-
so I
me
really don't
neither.
know.
So
I'd
that's how
rather-
you can grind Janelle's gears is just get her kid a fish.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I do not want to feed this thing. I had a really funny message come through once when actually it was when I posted that picture of Jayla got her fish, and a client responded, and she's like, oh, we've had a fair fish for like 4 years now. His name is Peanut Butter Jackie something, and she's like, he requires someone to feed him when we're gone or something like that. And I was like, that is funny.
Yes.
That was funny.
We had a turtle for a little bit growing up
Turtle.
too. It was fun. I feel like I'm at a stage where I really want to limit the screen time any way that I can, especially now in summer.
Oh,
You
my
can
word.
get them outside and stuff. But I would have to shout out Erica because she is just super mom, and she's a first grade teacher, and she gives me a lot of parenting tips. A lot.
That's awesome. That's what friends
and-
are for.
Yes. And so I just have to relay that. We got a library card, and it's been so nice because we go every like Friday or every other Friday, or if there's a rainy night during the week, and they get to pick out books, they get to walk around in
It's so
a public
fun.
space, there's a play area, and it's just nice to keep things fresh without having a million books or rereading the same one that they get bored with.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're talking about screen time. A funny thing with that is so today is Friday, and on Sunday night we lost our remote to our TV in our living room, which usually comes up, whatever, but it is lost. Like,
oh gosh,
my kids have not watched TV all week at our
maybe
house.
it was meant to happen.
Well, craziest thing. because my kid Jayla has a TV bug. Like if the TV is on, she watches it. She loves it. She's entertained by it. Same thing with Liam. And usually we start our morning with TV, and I try to turn it off. Like they're up for like an hour and a half. We'll watch a little bit of TV, eat breakfast, TV's off, afternoon stuff, whatever. And then sometimes it obviously stays on. But I'm like, all right, we don't have a TV this week. And my kids have been the most well behaved.
Yes.
And they have been in a long time. And they're so creative. Like, of course, the weather's finally nice and it's not raining every day and it's not cold. So they're going outside. And they're like, the one day, I'm not even kidding, they spent like 7 hours outside.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the remote might be permanently lost. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like kind of wanting to challenge myself to see how long I can go without it.
I really see a difference. And I don't think I am one to say, I don't think it's all negative about screens. I think that they can learn a lot of stuff from some educational shows, especially, and just having that downtime. But I can tell if Brady's had too much, her behavior and attitude, completely different. Like just not as kind and polite, and she's a little more whiny
or irritable.
Yeah. So summer is so good for that because especially as a mom, sometimes you just want to give them that because giving
like,
this crazy it's a break.
Desperate.
Even at Rory's age, I'm like, I'm gonna watch Barney for a second because mommy's really tired, you know?
Yeah.
Which is fine sometimes, but I'm like, in the summer, it's just easy. Let's go out to the water table. Just go out there and play, you know, for an hour rather than watching something. But it's hard.
It is.
So I don't judge a mom ever when I see like an iPad or whatever because I'm like, it's tough.
It is tough.
But it's also tough to break it. So I'm always like, let's not start it too much, you know, because they get addicted so easily.
They do.
Just like we do. I mean, I'm addicted to my phone. We're all addicted to our phones, you know? So
I have noticed like this is really the first summer that the whole just send them outside is a very applicable to our house because in the past it's like you really have to watch him or you know Liam doesn't quite know his boundaries yet, but now if they go outside I can trust them out there. Like they play together like pretty well, and so like if someone gets hurt or falls, the other one is helping or like getting mom or whatever. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this summer is going to be so fun because I can literally and Liam wakes up and the first thing he says is, can I go outside? And I'm like, I haven't even opened my eyeballs yet. Like, you want to go outside? Sure.
Yeah. That was Brady this morning. She said, can we go jump on the trampoline? I'm like, sure, I don't care. I was out in the garage working out. It was like 6:30. But then she went to go and the grass was wet. And she was like, never mind, the grass is wet.
Still a little cold.
Okay, we can go later. It was chilly this morning. So
do you guys remember like what you did as a kid? I remember at the babysitter when you first got there in the morning, she was just trying to get all the kids in the door. So there'd be a movie or something playing. But after that, you would not see a screen. You're playing, you know? So you just get, like you said, creative. You build forts out in the trees.
Now,
she had a trampoline.
I feel like then it was different too because there wasn't like iPads and all that, you know? But I didn't go to the babysitter. My mom stayed home with me. I mean, I went to like my grandma's and aunts sometimes or whatever. But I always remember mom and I watching a show in the afternoon together and taking a nap. That's like one of my memories. I would pull the ottoman up and that would be my bed next to her. I still got some downtime, but other than that, it was playing and running around outside.
I don't have a ton of memories. I don't know why. But the memories I do have, it was definitely warm outside. Definitely with my siblings. I probably was closer to like 8 or something. But my brother Aaron and I are 18 months apart. So like we were always buddies and we would always a lot of just outside games. Or like we had a big play gym and like we would put the sprinkler like and hose like on the play gym and we would have like a water park, stuff like that. Those are good memories.
Yeah,
for sure.
And hopefully we get to that point. Sometimes it does take that oldest kid to be 4 or whatever to trust
you will
them.
get there. Like Brady's age
right now, Lauren, where it's like, you know, they're just a hair young yet. Like borderline. Like, you know.
But I'm at least at a good stage where Blake's potty trained and Charlie's in diapers. So at least we got that going for us.
You're going good. And I do think, well, every kid's different, like we were just discussing, but I feel like Brady's never broke my trust. Like I feel like I can send her out with Rory and like, I just trust her that she will run in and be like, oh, Rory this,
She's not
Rory that.
mischievous.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's not, but I don't want to speak to, I don't want to jinx her because she has her moments, but she's
True.
never broken my trust. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But my
That's
thing
nice.
is, when I send them outside, I have anxiety, so I like fear that somebody's gonna pull up and take them.
Yeah.
So
It's real.
because it happens in this world, unfortunately.
Yes.
So I'm like, I completely trust them outside by themselves, but I don't trust other people, which we live in a great town, and I never ever think that would happen, but you just don't know. So
yeah.
I'm inside cleaning, and I'm like, should I be letting them out there
Yeah.
Right.
by
It's
themselves?
still
you know?
every like 8-minute check sort of thing,
Yeah.
you know? And
So I have mixed feelings on sending them out by themselves just because I don't trust other people.
yeah. Our
So,
driveway is all cement, which is really nice, but the end of the driveway divots down, like actually the whole driveway goes downward. And then at the very end, it goes back up. So when the kids like drop a ball or it rolls, it literally just ramps down the driveway close to the road. And thankfully that little ramp at the end is like high enough that the ball doesn't just like skirt across the road.
mhm.
But the kids are thankfully very good at like if it gets remotely close to the where it starts to divot, they're like, Mom. And so obviously I keep an eye on that, but or even on their scooters, like they just roll.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I'm like, and now they've finally figured out how to like break a scooter, like in the back that, you know, burn your ankle or burn your heel. And you're like,
Yes.
oh,
Razor scooters.
yeah. So like they finally have learned how to stop the scooter without like face planting. But at the same time, I'm like, I do need to watch you still.
Mhm.
I had a friend tell me she actually keeps like a picnic table, not like a picnic table, but just like a lifetime regular fold up table. She keeps it in her garage, and that's where she folds all of her laundry in
Oh,
the summer.
wow.
She brings all her laundry outside. She folds it, sorts it, puts it back in the hamper, and that's how she watches her kids and feels productive.
Yeah.
Dang. That's
Great idea.
awesome. That's a good tip.
Love that.
I usually just do yard work or weed whack or garden or
Mhm.
something like that.
Do you mow?
We have someone mow our grass.
Okay.
So
Nice.
our neighbor, yeah, they have a bunch. They have high school kids, and they just
That's nice.
mow our grass.
Totally
So-
worth it. We did that last year. We had a guy mow our lawn, and it was really nice.
You don't
Yeah.
have to, think about it or worry about it or
Kale
It's a
is
commitment.
He doesn't want anybody else to touch our grass.
Mhm.
type
He's
of
that
guy,
husband that's
so-
like,
yeah,
well-
he's back to mowing ours
Yeah.
too. Not that he did a bad job, but we just have a little bit more free time.
yeah, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Our mower was so slow. I mean, it came with the house, like they left it there. It was just like turtle slow, and I mean,
Kale's is
Kyle
fast.
has
He
an hour
one
and
of
a
those-
half.
Oh,
one of
zero
turns. And it's because when he lived in Anna, he had a huge yard, so he needed it. And now he is just cruising in this tiny
he's like,
yard
"Oh,
of
12
ours.
minutes
Yeah.
today."
Like, he could
You
like
will.
time it and finish so quick, but we will
Yeah.
we're moving to 3 acres, so he will have a bigger yard to mow.
Yes.
So
There's
Which-
3 acres right
So
there.
peaceful.
3.1, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
a big
that's
yard,
here.
Meg.
I feel like that was a
I'm
big
not mowing it.
like
For it to be
Yeah.
in town,
Yeah,
that's like a really
it's like
big
country
yard.
vibes in town.
which is
That's so
what you
perfect.
manifested. What was the backstory of that? Because I remember it was a
Yes.
process.
Yes, Kale grew up in the country, and he would choose to have no neighbors in the country, in the woods. And I grew up in town, and I'm like, no, especially you working 24 hours. I want to have neighbors. I feel safer.
Yeah.
I've always liked to walk out my door and just
Take a
walk
walk.
to the library, walk
Yeah.
to the school, walk to the gas station. So this way, I was like, we're going to have to find something. We're going to have to compromise here. And we found 3.1 acres in New Knoxville.
Yeah.
It's in town, though. You can walk outside your
Mhm.
house and walk to the school or gas
Yeah.
station and everything. So
Was there a bit of a process though of getting it? Like, didn't you know this person?
yeah,
and-
the person that passed away, Kale, this is kind of sounds bad, but he found him. He had a heart attack.
Uh-huh.
And then he was kind of like looking around like, this is a really nice house, like a really nice land. So he ended up reaching out to the family, and we ended up
Mhm.
knocking the house down that was on there.
Mhm.
We thought about renovating it, but it was going to cost almost just as much as building. So we knocked it down.
Mm-hmm.
And
Might as well buy what you want at that point.
But they didn't open this up to any other families to buy this house,
no,
though, right? They
it was
felt
never on the market.
called to you.
Yeah, it was never on the market. And the aunt of the guy that passed, I want to say, or sister maybe, she knew of Kale's family, so that kind of helped. I feel like when you're in a small town, it's all about who you know.
Yeah,
and almost get the house before it's on the market.
Yeah,
100%.
if you can. Otherwise, it'll be a wild bidding war.
It's gone.
Like, yeah.
quick otherwise. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, we forgot to hear Janelle's nursery plans.
Oh, that's, I guess, yeah, that is true. Maybe that'll be our last topic for today.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess my kids right now, like they technically have a room. Like there's 3 rooms on our main floor. And so I think what we're thinking is a boy room and a girl room. But technically Jayla has a room and Liam has a room, but they don't really, I mean, they call them their own room, but Jayla and Liam sleep in the queen size bed together in Liam's room. And all their clothes is in that room. So it's kind of like their room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think what we're going to do is, because we have Adeline in the other room in her crib, and then a twin size bed in there. I don't think we're really going to have a nursery. I think I'm literally going to sleep on that twin size bed with the baby next to me as Adeline's in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It worked really well when Adeline came. Like all the kids were in the same room, believe it or not. When Adeline came. And I was like, how are we going to do this?
Like your bedroom, like co-sleeping?
Co-sleeping.
Okay.
Yep. So, Kyle was in our room, and then I was in the queen size bed with Jayla and Liam because they don't sleep without me.
Yeah.
And there was no reason for Kyle to be in a bed with 4 other people when he has to wake up and work the next day. I'm like, I'll just take literally all the kids. At the time, like Jayla and Liam are good sleepers. Like they really, once they're asleep, they sleep the whole night, unless they, there's random nights and stuff. But Adeline was a very good sleeper too. I was pretty lucky about that. But she never woke up the kids. Like she never really cried in the middle of the night. She kind of whined, but she nursed and went back to sleep. Wasn't a big deal. And then so I'm like, okay, I can't just keep doing this. Like Adeline transitioned to her crib. She sleeps well in her crib. Jayla and Liam are still in their bed, and they're getting much better at not needing me at night. They still have to fall asleep holding like one of our hands.
Okay.
But then they fall asleep. I go in my own room, and then everyone sleeps good. But I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do when the baby arrives. I've always been like, I don't like nursing on my bed.
Yeah.
Like when the baby is so little, I'd actually rather nurse on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel closer to the ground. It's easier to sit up.
Yeah.
Like the pillow thing and the blanket thing, I'm like, there's just too much going on in the bed.
So easy to fall asleep in the bed too.
Yeah, it's like I just would rather all of my kids. I was on the couch for like the first
6 weeks.
Yeah, I was 8 weeks. Yep. So that's probably what we'll do with this next baby. And then if it's a boy, then we'll have a boy room. And if it's a girl, I don't think we can have 3 girls in one room. I guess we would.
You could.
Are you finding out?
We'll find out gender.
Yay!
Yeah. I think we're going to have do the ultrasound thing where they write the gender on a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. And then I think Jayla would just absolutely eat it up if she was the one that got to read the card.
Yeah.
And then have you seen those videos where the kid reads the card and then they grab the pink bouquet or the blue one and they bring it to mom and dad. So I think that would be something like that. Or it doesn't have to be a bouquet, but something just cute and simple. And I think she'd have a lot of fun being like, oh, it's a boy or it's a girl.
But yeah, you definitely have to go.
The excitement of that.
Don't lose that card. Double check just in case she wants it to be a girl and it actually said boy on it.
Because Jayla and Rory too could actually. They can't read, but they recognize words if it's a familiar word and stuff. So I think Jayla would be able to know if it says boy or girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
that would be so fun.
It's gonna be very, very cool. Yeah. I don't know. So that's our plan. Yeah. No plan.
Yeah.
And then